Hi, this is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable little turkeys on your loom. And this is a single loom design, and it's very easy to make and a lot of fun. And you have to choose the color that you want, but for today I'm probably going to make this pattern with the feathers that are one color on each side. And if you want to change that up as you get more comfortable with the design, you can do that yourself. On this one I made the black turkey. So for today I'm going to do this one. So you're going to need 16 orange bands for the feathers and for the feet altogether, 15 yellow, 14 fuchsia or a red, and 80 brown. It sounds like a lot, but it is pretty easy to make. And then the color of your beak. I'm going to be using a yellow beak this time, and then the little snood on the side is going to be red, so it's going to look like this. But you can choose whatever color you want your beak and snood to be. So let's begin, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make the little feathers. So to make the feathers, you're going to first choose what color you want your feathers to be, and I'm going to just do that same pattern. You're going to take 2 yellow bands, and you're going to go down 3 times using double yellow, and then take a single and wrap it around that peg only 3, and then do that again. So you're going to just go down 3 using double yellow, and then again a single, wrap it around that peg only 3 times. Then we can do the other feather, and it's just the same pattern. So just go down 3 times using orange, then grab a single and wrap it around that peg only 3. And then you can do red, or you can do, I'm using fuchsia, Rainbow Loom's fuchsia. I'm just going to go down these. And don't forget that when you cap it, again, it's just going to be only 3 times. And for the turkey, I'm going to be using small pony beads for the eyes. If you don't have small pony beads, then you can just use 2 black bands, so that's the time to get the 2 black bands now. But if you do, I'm going to be using these tiny ones, and they're 4mm by 7, and I found them at Michael's. They also sell them at AC Moore, and they're by the company called Creatology, and this is about the size that I use on a lot of my creations. So now we're going to loop the feathers. You're just going to reach under the cap and just loop every single one. And then you're just going to take them off. And you can just leave them on a spare hook, or you can place them to the side. So I'm just going to place mine to the side and making sure that the bands don't come undone. And now we can start the body of our turkey. So the first thing is you're going to grab your brown bands or your caramel. I'm using the Rainbow Loom's caramel bands, but you can use the darker colors. These are both Rainbow Loom colors. or you can make a black turkey. It doesn't matter what color. Over here I made the red turkey, the red head and neck. And on this, but I'm going to be doing this pattern right here. So you're going to start off with 2 bands, and you are going to go from the left and to the right. And then you are going to go down 2 times on each side using your brown bands, and 2 on this side, and then you are going to, from this peg, turn in to that peg, and on this peg, turn it. And then in the middle, you are going to grab still your brown bands, place 2 there, and 2 here, and then the next color is going to be the beak. So I'm going to use yellow. So grab 2 yellow bands and place it on these 2 pegs right here. That's going to be your beak. And then grab your brown band again, 2 brown bands, and you're making the neck. And then you're going to go from the right and to the left. We're doing the body now. So this is what yours should look like so far. And then on this one, you're going to go down 3 times on each side. So going down 3 times using double bands. And then on the other side as well. And then you're going to turn in. Turn in over here. And then you can fill in the middle. So now we're going to add the feathers. So take your hook and you can place the feathers at whatever color place you want. If you want one orange here and you don't want it to be even on both sides, you can do that. I'm just going to place my orange here, my yellow here, and my fuchsia on here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And just place them facing out. And then the last one. And then we're going to make an extension. So you're going to grab your caramel band and you're going to wrap it around your hook only 3 times. And you're going to grab 2 more. And you're going to transfer that onto that. Then grab the loop. And you could do it on your loom too. It's just going down 1, 2, 3 with caramel bands and then wrap it, cap it with only 3 times. So I could do one on the loom. Just take 2. I just force a habit. I do a lot of things on the hook. 2 more. And 2 more. And then you're going to wrap this around only 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to loop that. Wow, these bands are just breaking. Must be dry. So you're just going to loop yours while I fix mine. And you should have 3. So you should have the cap and then 1, 2, 3 sets. And you're going to do that again. You need 2 sets of those, and I'm just going to do it on my hook because it seems to be breaking on the loom. And these are Rainbow Loom bands. I don't know why they're popping off like that. And then these are your extensions. And what you're going to do is you're going to place the cap. You're going to open it up with your finger, the little cap, and place it on this peg right here. And then you're going to pull it. And you're going to open up these 2 bands. Make sure you're opening up all the bands, and you're going to place it on the first peg. So you stretch the cap to that peg right there. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Open up the cap band that we wrapped around only 3 times. Place it on this peg right here. Pull. And make sure that you're getting both sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure this is not coming off, so you can hold that down. Pull this and place it on your peg. And then make sure it's on the outside. Now we're going to push everything down. It's just better that way. Now we're going to place the holding bands or triangle bands. Take a single and place 1 single band on those 3. Another single band on these. And another on these 3 right here. You don't need anything on these. So now we're going to do the eyes. First, before you do the eye, take a single and wrap it around this last peg right here, only 3 times. So we did 3 triangle bands, 1, 2, 3, and then you wrapped a single band around the bottom 3 times. That's the cap. So now for the eyes, first I'm going to show you how I do it using my pony beads. I just slide my single caramel band through the little beads, and that's why I like this size, because it's small enough that I don't need to use a piece of floss to help me, and it slides right through, and I like the size. And then I'm just going to place it on these 2 pegs and separate them, and then open up this top band right here and place it on the peg above. And that's going to be my eyes. If you don't have beads, you could also use cut perler beads. If you have a black perler bead, you can cut it in half, and those will make good eyes too. But if you don't, you take a single black band and wrap it around 4, another single, wrap it around 4, and then you're transferring both of these onto a single brown band that matches your turkey by pulling them on to that band and sliding it, and the same thing with this one. My fingers are so slippery. And then once you have that, you would do the same thing. You would place your eyes on here and then open up that top band and place it above the way we did for that one. So those would be your turkey's eyes. So now, once you've made the eyes, then you're going to take a single band, a brown band, and place a triangle band on his face from here to here, on those 3. And then we are ready to loop. So we're going to reach in and push back that cap band and grab the very top 2 brown bands and loop that forward. Then you're going to reach in again and you're grabbing the next set of brown bands, the next 2, and bringing it to the right. And then grab the remaining set and bring it to the left. So you should have loops 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to reach in here and you're going to grab these bottom 2, push all these back, grab the bottom 2, and loop forward. Again, we're aiming for this bottom one. Push everything back, grab the bottom 2, and loop forward. If you feel tension and you're afraid that your band's going to snap, take your hook, put it in the peg, and go in a circular motion, and that will release that. Don't forget to loop the middle. Then reach in here, and you're going to be pushing all these bands back, including the feather, and you're grabbing this band right here, these two. So you're going to push all the way back, grab the bottom two, and loop forward. Same thing here, push all of them back, bottom two, loop forward. Loop the middle, reach in here, push back the triangle band and all the yellow feathers, and grab the bottom two brown. Same thing here. So we've looped all these. You should have a teardrop shape. Loop the middle, reach in here, and you're grabbing the bottom two and pulling it to the middle. Same thing here. Push back the orange bands, grab the bottom two brown, and bring to the middle. Then you're reaching in here and you're pushing all the neck bands back and grabbing the two bottom bands, which is the neck, and looping it to here. Then reach in, grab the two yellow bands, the beak, loop it forward, grab these, the next top two, loop it to the left, and then the final two will get looped to the right. Loop the middle, reach in here, push back, loop these, and then loop these. There's a little eye band right here. You're going to push that back and then grab the bottom two and loop forward. You want to make sure that you push that back and then reach the bottom two. Reach in here and always pushing those bands back, loop forward, and then bring these two to the middle. Then take your hook and go through all those bands and grab the same color that matches your turkey. And I'm going to use two bands only because I don't know why they've been breaking on me. And I'm going to pull them through, place both loops on my hook, take one, pull it over, and pull. Then I'm going to take it off slowly. And all we have to do is add his snood and his feet, and we do that after he's off. And for the feet, I'm just going to use two orange bands. You can use tan, you can use pink, you can use whatever color you want. So here's my turkey. I'm going to pop his eyes through and fix his belly. So now he looks, you know, you can leave him like this, his feathers, or you can pop him through the first two bands that are right here. That is your choice. You can just leave it like that. Or if you like him, the feathers to be a little bit more to the front, you can take these two right here and pop his arm through. And then you can do the same thing going down. It would be the yellow through those two, and then the maroon or fuchsia through these. And then you can see the feathers a little bit more. But if you want that look where he's more round and his feathers are in the back, then you would just leave it underneath. So for now, I'm just going to put them back where they were. Just wanted to show you that you do have the option to do that. But be careful because you see how it starts to stretch the bands. Alright, so now let's make the feet. So you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab these two bands and these two bands right here. On the bottom of your turkey, grab an orange band, pull it through, take both loops, and then you're going to create a slip knot. You're just going to pull. And then the same thing, grab two, take an orange band, pull it through, grab the loop, make the slip knot, and there's your feet. As far as the snood, let me hide these bands first because they're driving me nuts. I'm going to hide these in the back. And then for the snood of your turkey, I'm going to use a red band. Take a red band. And this part is not hard, but it's tricky only because the band is little. So you're going to take your hook and go through these two bands on the side and pull it through, and then you are going to make a slip knot. But while you're making the slip knot, you want to pull down and you want to hold onto the yellow bands a little bit so the yellow band doesn't get stretched. So as you're pulling on the red, hold onto the yellow bands and then pull. That way the red snood faces down. And then to make it look like this little knot, I pulled on this and I wrapped it around my finger, and then I made and I pulled, this is why it's a little bit annoying, pulled it around, and then you got to make another knot. And if you are a kid and you want someone to help you with this, that's fine, because it is a little annoying. And then you just grab the little knot, pull it through, and there's your little snood. You could pull it, okay. And then you could try to adjust the snood so that it's a little further down. There. And there is my turkey. And those two bands that we tied off on the top, you could have left them up and just cut it, and he could have little hairs on top. Again, your choice. And so I hope you didn't find this too difficult. And here are the turkeys, and you can get creative and change the colors. And thank you so much for watching.